Hey folks, welcome back to e-GMAT. As promised last time, I'm here again with yet another invented rule that might be victimizing you even without your knowledge. This invented rule pertains to the usage of pronoun that might be stopping you from answering 700 level SC questions correctly. In this video, I'm going to talk all about this invented rule pertaining to the usage of pronoun. How did this rule play out in a sentence and how to slay this demon so that you can reach that 99th percentile ability in GMATSC. So let's begin. Now, before I begin to explain all about this invented rule, I want you to first look at this sentence on your screen. It's a modified version of an official sentence. Pause the video, process the sentence, and specially pay attention to all the nouns in the sentence. Once you are done, resume the video. I hope that you've read the sentence well and understood the meaning. Now, here, as I said, that let's pay attention to all the nouns. I'm looking at the subject of this sentence, which is a thick layer of needles. So here we have the subject and the verb for this subject is protects, right? Now, if we take a closer look at the subject, we will see that there are two nouns in this subject. The first noun is a thick layer, which is a singular noun. The second noun in this sentence is needles, which is a plural noun. However, our verb in the sentence is singular, protects. So we see that the singular subject in this sentence correctly takes the singular verb, and hence the sentence is absolutely correct. So this is the right version of the sentence. If you thought as well, pat on your back. Now let's take a look at another official sentence. Here is our second exercise sentence, again from OG but slightly modified. Pause the video, process the sentence, and resume once you're done. So after processing this sentence, we understand that the subject in this sentence is the wealth of enigmatic fossils and the verb is seem. Now once again, a closer look at the sentence reveals that the subject has two parts. The wealth, which is our noun 1, and it is a singular noun. Our noun 2 is enigmatic fossils and it is a plural noun. Now our verb here is plural. So what's going on? We all understand that we definitely have the singular subject in this sentence taking a plural verb, and so this version of the sentence is incorrect. Now, even if we look at the sentence from the logical perspective, that yes, it is all those fossils that seem more likely to foster the debate that the sentence is talking about, grammatically, noun enigmatic fossils cannot act as the subject of the sentence. Why? Because it is preceded by the preposition of. And whenever a noun is preceded by a preposition, it cannot be the subject. And so the subject in this sentence is the wealth. The verb here is seem. Mismatch in the number of the subject and the verb, and hence the sentence is incorrect. Let's take a look at another sentence. Here is the third exercise sentence, again from OG but slightly modified. Process this sentence, and this time I want you to pay attention also to the pronoun and think about its antecedent in this sentence. Resume once you're done. So I hope that you've processed this sentence well. Once again, let's take a look at the subject Here the subject is the use of the barcode. What's the verb? Has become. A closer look at the subject will again reveal that we are dealing with two nouns in this subject, the use and the barcode. Both these nouns are singular. Our verb is also singular, so there is absolutely no problem with the subject-verb pairing in this sentence. That part is absolutely fine. Now let's come back to our pronoun it over here. Now it logically refers only to the barcode, and remember, logic is the king when it comes to the correct usage of a pronoun in a sentence. Now, if even for a moment you thought that it cannot refer to the barcode because it is preceded by the preposition of, and so it is actually referring to noun 1, the use, then you are certainly the victim of an invented rule that a pronoun cannot refer to a noun that is preceded by a preposition. It is this invented rule that we are busting in this video, that pronouns cannot refer to a noun that is preceded by a preposition. Always remember that it is logic and logic alone that defines the pronoun reference in a sentence. Our job is to find a logical antecedent for a pronoun in a sentence. Now that we know about the invented rule, let's find out what's the correct rule. The correct rule is that a noun preceded by a preposition cannot act as the subject of a sentence, and this is the only restriction on a noun preceded by a preposition, period. There is no other restriction on noun that is preceded by a preposition, that it cannot be referred to by a pronoun or it cannot be modified by a noun modifier. The limitation on the noun preceded by a preposition stops here, that it cannot act as a subject in a clause. So out of the 3 exercise questions that we solved in this video, there are 2 sentences that use the right rule. The first one is sentence number 1. Here, the subject is actually a thick layer, which is a singular noun, and this singular noun agrees in number with the singular verb protects. So this sentence is absolutely correct. Just note that it is not the word needles that act as the subject in this sentence, because it is preceded by the preposition of here. And so we have the subject and the verb in agreement with each other. Another sentence in which we saw the right rule in application is sentence number 3. Let's take a look at that sentence. This is our third exercise sentence where we see that the right rule has been applied. And what is that rule? The rule is that the pronoun it in the sentence logically refers to the correct noun, which is the barcode, because again, per the logic of the sentence, only this noun can be the antecedent of the pronoun it. It does not matter if it is preceded by the preposition of, because it is only logic that defines pronoun reference in a sentence. And this is the most important principle that we need to keep in mind when we are looking for an antecedent in a sentence. It's only the logic that decides the pronoun reference. So even if the barcode is preceded by a preposition of, it can correctly refer to this noun, and hence this version of the sentence is absolutely correct. My colleague Abhishek has made this wonderful video explaining this underlying principle behind the correct pronoun usage in a sentence. He explains how it is logic that is the king when it comes to finding an antecedent of a pronoun in a sentence. The link to that video has been added in the description. Do watch the video, like our videos, and subscribe to our channel for more such informative videos. Let's move on. So we saw that the first and the third exercise sentences correctly use the correct rules. However, this is our sentence number 2, which was incorrect. Why? Because over here we have the singular subject wealth that does not agree in number with the plural verb seem. Now, mind you, enigmatic fossils, which can be logically associated with the verb seem, cannot work as the subject in the sentence for the simple reason that it is preceded by the preposition. And this preposition before this noun in this sentence stops enigmatic fossils from being the subject for the verb seem, and therefore this sentence is incorrect. And it is only the misapplication of a correct rule that leads to the invented rule. And how are we misapplying this rule of noun preceded by a prepositional phrase? Students often export this rule to the usage of pronoun, and they say or they think that this pronoun cannot refer to the barcode because this noun is preceded by the preposition of. And because of this preposition before this noun, now this noun, the barcode, can't be the antecedent. But that is not the rule. The rule is that noun preceded by a preposition cannot be the subject, not the antecedent. So we are dealing with an invented rule here, and it only happens because of the misapplication of a rule pertaining to one concept on the application of another concept. Always remember, it is only and only logic that defines the pronoun reference in a sentence. That's all we need to look for in an SC sentence when it comes to looking for an antecedent for a pronoun. Time to jot down what we learned in this video. So what we learned is that a pronoun can most definitely refer to a noun that has a preposition before it. There is no such rule that a noun preceded by a preposition cannot be referred to by a pronoun. This is an invented rule. The only correct rule is that a noun preceded by a preposition cannot act as a subject. And the second most important thing is let logic guide you when it comes to solving SC problems and not invented rules, because invented rules will only lead you to disaster. Now, before I end this video, I have a practice question for you to cement your understanding. So let's take a look at it. So here's your practice question. It is an official guide question. As you can see, there are two pronouns in this sentence. In the comment box, do let me know what are the antecedents for these two pronouns in the sentence, and also let me know whether these antecedents are correct antecedents for this sentence, I will surely validate all your answers. Well, that's all from my side. I leave you with a promise that very soon I'll be back busting another invented rule that might be harming your performance. If you found this video helpful, do click on the like button and let us know. Also subscribe to our channel at e-GMAT. We are in the process of creating many such videos that will help you in your GMAT journey. Till next time, happy learning.